Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Are you ready for the second part of the cliffhanger? All right. We are targeting debt here on this channel. In January, we did a debt confession. We are doing velocity banking. There's a whole playlist listed below. There's also the link to the last video, which is my Save to Sync video for the savings of February. You might want to go check that out first. This is so important. This is where I'm at. This is where the journey is. And if you're interested in this journey, stick around. Maybe hit that subscribe button. Now we have our notes, we have our spreadsheet, and we have a couple of things to talk about. First, what I'd like to do is I want to talk to you about simple interest. I'm going to share my screen with you right now. Do you see this? This is calculator.net. Now, you could find any calculator you need over on this website. I happen to put in simple interest calculator. Now, when I began this journey, I started with $104,900. So to make things simple, I put the principal as $105,000. I have a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. When working with velocity banking, you need a line of credit, not a loan. So for me, this is the way it's running. So I have $105,000 that I had in debt in January 20th-ish, okay? My line of credit is 8%, and I wanted this debt paid down in 1 year, right? That's why this looks just like that for me and my purposes. Now, I had the cat bothering me, I apologize. If I took a year to pay this back, on top of that 105, you see right here, I would have paid $8,400 in interest, right? But I was fast tracking this. I jokingly say I was throwing the kitchen sink at this. We're going to get into what I threw at this in just a minute. But I want you to look. Scroll down. And there is full definitions of what simple interest is, what the simple interest formula, right? And then I want to get to this. Wait. Simple interest versus compound interest. Ladies and gentlemen, I always ask you, please do diligence, do your own homework, run your own numbers. If you don't remember the math, Google will help you figure it out. You know that this is all at our fingertips. We just have to take the time and the effort to do it, right? And I know that that can become daunting and you might not want to do it or face it. But I'm telling you, do it and you'll feel so much better. So in the grand scheme of life, if I had done this the traditional way and not threw everything I had at it, this is probably close to what I should be paying in interest. But we're going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this right now. And we're going to talk about my journey. Now, aside from a spreadsheet, I had written it down on paper because I'm going to go from this paper to, can't go there yet. I'm going to go from this paper to the spreadsheet. I am flying by the seat of my pants because we are keeping it real here, and I am not in this for perfection. I'm in this to save on interest, right? Follow me on this one. It's all about the interest. Velocity banking, to me, I look at it as a game. In my last video, I had mentioned Stratego. In fact, you know what? let's do this. Before we get into these two, can we look at the comments on that video? I think that's important. Here's the video that I think that you should watch first. It's called Telling My Money What to Do for Me. Now, we have 53 comments. Let's look at the comments because they speak, right? They speak volumes. So we have the emotions are still running. Okay. Then great video, Donna. This is it's inspiring. The energy is real, right? Thanks for breaking it down, keeping it real. This is exactly what we try to do here. We try to keep it real. So then we have, I changed my budget system so many times it became discouraging, but I love it now and I'm so excited. You can figure this out and do it, right? People aren't encouraging me to do it. They understand that it's scary. Please look at Jason's comment. Changing what makes us feel secure is not easy. For years, you always knew where the money was and that it was in the binders, right? Because that's what we have. We have our binder system. It's just waiting for you to need it. Now the money has been reassigned and has probably already saved you a significant amount of interest. I think that the topic for this video should be saving money on interest, aside from targeting debt, right? Because that's what we're getting at right here, right now. Think of it as you are starting your business all over again. It's nerve-wracking and it will make you sweat, vomit, and even cry on occasion. But in the end, this process will set you free. Oh my gosh, yes, right? All right. So that's important. I'm looking for the comment, and it might have came in a private email. Donna, change is not supposed to be comfortable. I'll be praying for the Holy Spirit to put the right decision in your heart. Well, thank you, because I'm telling you, it's in my heart. Then, you guys are so funny. Trust in the process. You guys were talking about the live from last night. Tina, I want to get to Tina's message. Tina says, if you only need the money at the end of April, would it be a good idea to put it in the HELOC to minimize the interest? Same with the roof money. If it's in the HELOC, it brings down the interest. Whereas sitting in the folders, it's just sitting there. Your money must work for you. Looking forward to what you decide. Let me show you her comment, my comment. Girl, you get an A+++++. That is actually where my brain was going. All right, you guys are awesome. So I'm gonna take this down for a second, and we're coming back to here. Now, I think that it's so important to see the entire process. In February, I saved $3,641. On the 1st of March, I have to tell this money what to do, right? I have to tell this money what to do. So I come over here to this, and I come into sinking funds. Now, my sinking funds tracker looks totally different. Now, I'm going to show you. Now, today is the 5th of March, 5 days in. March's money is still sitting here because it's allocated for something that needs to be cashed. All right. April, now there's still money sitting here. Stand by, we're going to go through this. In April, I need $482 in April, but March has bills that are being put on a credit card, but that credit card payment is not due until the end of April. So here we are, the 5th of March. I had $3,148 sitting in this envelope. And it's not needed until the end of April. That's 60 days. 60 days, about 60 days of, if I would have taken that money out of this envelope, that's saving me per diem. Per diem. Per diem is a Latin form of per day, right? When I say the words per diem, that means that it's simple interest, not compounded, simple interest on a daily basis, per diem, per day. Okay. And it's not, and this is what's great about a HELOC. Money goes in, money can come out. If it were my mortgage or my car notes, I'd put that money in, and that's why I needed envelopes. I was never able to pull the money out. Follow me. My goal when I started this in January, now we're 2 months in, was to not ever pull money out. Then I sat here going, why? Why, Donna? I'm comfortable with the loan, the line of credit now. Can't use the word loan. I am so comfortable with this line of credit now that I'm okay with it. It's linked to my checking account. So what if I put $3,000 in and I have to pull that money out? Someone said, doesn't it feel like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul? And listen, that crossed my mind. 100%. That was my girlfriend who watches me, and she sent me a long email. I want to say thank you for that because I love the conversation. This is my answer to her, and I know she's going to watch it. I'm actually going to have lunch with her on Saturday, and I'm looking forward to catching up with her. That money is doing me no good right here, right? So let's talk about this. That money is doing me no good. I'm borrowing that money from myself. I'm borrowing it. So let's look at the math. Let's look at the math. See if I could do the math. All right. So I had the $3,641 that I saved in February. I took the $1,848 and I put it into April, right? It went into April. April was fully funded, right? Fully funded right here. April was done. I erased it. Then I was taking the $1,500 out that I was making my extra payment to my HELOC, which I've got to do twice. That meant I had $293 done. This is what I did. I took the $1,500 that was going into the HELOC, right? I took the $3,148 that was going into the April, right? So this is the HELOC payment. This is April's payment. And then I had $293 left, right? Let's do the math, $293. That should get me back to the $36.41. I'm sorry. No, it does not. Why does it not get me back to it's going to get me more than? Because April had money sitting in it for 30 days. April had $1,300 sitting in it. Let's do the math. 15, 31.48, and 293 comes to 49.41. 20, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Why is there $41 sitting here? Because I took $4,900 on 3/3 and I dumped it into the HELOC. Boom. Okay. You're like, what? Yep, I did. Why? Why? Is it robbing Peter to pay Paul? No. this is still my monies. This is still my monies. I don't look at it as I'm getting closer to finalizing debt right now. What I'm looking at it as, I am looking to cut the interest payment down, right? Looking to cut the interest payment down. Let's go to the spreadsheet right now. I know, a lot to take in, right? A lot to take in. So just like I put pen to paper, if you look at the column A, and then you look at the column I, J, and K, I'm writing notes in these columns to keep myself accountable. But for a quick second, can we go back over here? Can we go back over here? This is the simple interest, right? This is the simple interest calculator. Remember, I'm supposed to, in the grand scheme of life, pay $8,400 for this loan for a year, right? No, not doing it. Nope, nope, nope. Let's look at the spreadsheet. So because I had $104,941.03 in debt, and I was able, now this was a mortgage, a car loan, and a truck loan. When you see the $6,000 payment, this is the payment every month that I'm giving this. This is what those three loans, that payment was. So could I have said, oh my gosh, I took out a loan and now I'm like, I got $6,000 to spend. No, I did not. No, I did not. That $6,000 still has a job to pay down that debt without being a loan, but being simple interest. I am staying on point. Could I have, like, oh my God, $6,000 extra in your pocket? Could you imagine? No, I have to behave. I have to give myself 12 months of doing this and being regimented and staying on point. All right. It's 8% for me. They have gone down. I've seen them at 6% right now. All right. When this one is complete, I will be refinancing this loan. Not the loan, the term of, like, I'm going to close this HELOC down and I want a brand new HELOC with more money and less interest rate. And that is going, stick around. Now, what did I throw at this? So if you look at 9, 10, 11, 12, all these, right? And you look at J, they kind of mirror image it, right? Because if you look at right here on I went from 104 to 84,000. That's because I got $20,000 in inheritance. Then I took $1,500 from my PayPal that was sitting there, and instead of leaving it there just in case, I threw it at it. So that got me to the 83,000. Then I had money sitting in a high yield savings account. Boom, I dropped that. Then I cleared out my sinking funds. My sinking fund binders had $9,000 in them. 9,000. I got rid of that. Then I had $2,000 sitting in my checking account waiting to go into my high yield. No. High yield got ditched. Boom, all of it's gone. Right? Then it got me to about here. We're at 63,000, right? We're at the 63,000. I did B4. Okay, so B4 comes in here. So this is my first payment in January. Right here. Then I came in and this one, and that was B12. I had money in escrow that I got back from paying off my mortgage. Then we got to here, which is B22. I had an additional, so what I did was I had gotten $6,000 back on my escrow. 4,000 I took right away. 2,000 was a buffer in my checking account for just a few days. And then I dumped that 2,000 on there. And if you look, B24 is what I mark it as. So this is that extra payment of $1,500 from January's savings. So the B number matches my notes. Then we have G10. That was my first interest payment. That had to get added in to the equation. So if you look here, I went from 55,941, add in that 319, and I got 56. Right? Let's look to the right of the screen. Do you see what the interest was on a daily basis? I started writing it down. February 5th would have been $244 with $13 a day in simple interest. 13 times 30 is an average of over $300. I don't want to pay that. I want as less amount of interest as I possibly can. I'm treating this as a game right now. So in my head, I should have given back $8,000 on this loan in interest. I am not doing that. I'm keeping that $8,000 for myself. I'm not doing it. So look at this. Right now, I've only paid $300. I'm okay with that. I am. I'm okay with it. Now, when you come down here, look at this line right here. You see where my mouse is? As of yesterday, the interest balance is $250.75. By using that $4,900, it got me down to almost $1 less in interest, right? For 1 month. Yes, it will go back up, it will come down, it will go back up, and that's where I'm okay with this. Do you see the game? So that's where in my head, I'm okay with taking the money out of April, putting it in to borrow it from myself for just a moment, then borrowing it back from the HELOC. Do you see this right now? Right now, I am at, as of March 3rd, $42,728.48. Right? These interest numbers means nothing to me until I get my loan. Now, I'm gonna share something with you one more time. Right here, you can see I'm at $42,728.48, right? And you could see they break it down, but it still comes to $4,900 put in, right? $4,900 put in. Do you love it? I'm loving this. This is truly amazing. Now, let me show you something else that's on this site. This is at the bottom of my account, right? I log in every day and I look at this. This here, right here, is where I come to get my numbers. Do you see my per diem? Do you see this? As of today, I did not write it down on my spreadsheet, but we are at $250.75. That is truly amazing. The daily is $936, right? Paid year to date, right? This is where we're going to actually see where we've saved so much money. The year to date, this portion of this video is going to be mind-blowing, especially for me. And the fact that mindset and accountability and staying on point and realizing that when we pay down that credit card or that loan, we don't go out and get another one. Don't do that. Don't. I know it's so easy to do, but we cannot do that. So now this is where I'm at with this. Okay, before I go anywhere, look at this word, this per diem, right? Per day, per diem, per day. Follow me for just a second. If you thought my word for the year was accountability, I'm piggybacking that word with carpe diem. Now, you've all heard carpe diem through your lifetime, right? Seize the day, carpe diem. My son TJ has this tattooed on his back from his left shoulder blade to his right shoulder blade. It is huge. I gotta ask him, was this his first one? I don't remember, but that kid has always seized the day. He still does in his business, right? Seize the day. Carpe diem is a Latin phrase that means seize the day. It's often used to encourage people to live in the moment, enjoy the present rather than worrying about the future. Oh my gosh, can we take this? Can we use this? Andra, can we put this into the word chart? This needs to be in our face. I'm going to enjoy myself while I am doing this. Okay, back to reality. I know that sometimes I'm in a struggling, pivotal moment in these videos. Could I edit them? Can I make them like bullet point and you're just seeing the meat and potatoes? Sure. Who wants that? I want you to feel what I feel. I want you to see what I see. I want you to be a part of this journey with me. And I want to be there for you when you're taking this journey. Sunday Night's Live was by far, and Heather, I think it was Heather, I saw you. Heather said, I've been watching your lives for 2 years now. That was the best. I have to agree. That live was amazing. So, this is where I'm at. I'm okay with this. I am good right now at this number. Now, I did put $100 into the bank yesterday from the coins. But what I want to do is, I got to go to the bank every day to drop off some coins, as long as we don't clog up that machine. But John's basically done with that. So you will see a little movement in this number in the month of March. A little bit. And I'm good with that. So when will the next time you see a video come in? The next target will be when I get that interest amount. I think it's important for the next video to be, what is the interest amount? Now, what I did do was this. When the interest came through last month, now velocity banking teaches you that you really don't have a payment, right? Because when you take your funds at the beginning of the month, you throw it in there, that eats up that amount due, right? I get that. Last month, I paid that amount early. I might do that again. I'm not sure, especially if it's like $280. Why wouldn't I? I just feel like, why wouldn't I? It's almost like balancing out your checkbook to a zero for me. This way my numbers stay on point. So not only am I using the spreadsheet, I am writing everything down. I am enjoying this. Like, let me tell you, I don't know. God, you guys laugh at me. It's okay. You know that I have been saving financial documents and my journey since I have the oldest is in the 80s. I think of them as a journal, right? Now, I totally forgot to talk to you about this, but I still have the Bank of America and the mattress. I should tell you what they're at right now. Let me do that. Okay, as of March, we have $4,500 in Bank of America and $4,450 in mattress. Now, Bank of America has to be paid by 9/25. That's this September, and this has to be 4/26. These are really on the back burner for me. They really are. I'm not worried about them. I will get them done, especially September. I will. We're going to work that out as it comes. Now, this extra $40-something, I'm just throwing it in April. This can sit there. That $40-something is good. I'm all right with that. That's where we're at. So now inside of here, I'm good. This is what's great about this system. This is save to sync for the year. I literally went through every one of my sinking fund binders, took out why I had a sinking fund envelope and what month would I have needed that money. And I started making a master monthly list. I'm going to fly by the seat of my pants, and this is what I'm going to do. In fact, I'm going to take this payment and I'm going to stick it in March, and this is going to become my catch-all, right? I'm going to use the HELOC as if it was like it was intended to be used. What does that mean? That means I am going to keep putting money into it, right? Keep putting money into it versus having it sit on the side. Now, I understand I'm not going to get rid of every dime I have and not have cash on hand. I will not do that. That's not in my personality. And that will be private. I do have cash on hand. I'm good. I'm ready to go if I needed cash. If a hurricane, tornado, something came through and credit cards weren't being able to be used, I've got cash on hand. I'm good with that. And now let's discuss the money in the roof. Money is sitting there. Money is sitting there, and it could save me a lot of interest. But when you think about this, can we look at the monthly? So here we are, March, right? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. If we had a 12-month view, let's go back to the spreadsheet. In February, let's write that. February was my first loan, and it was February, and we had interest, $119.39. I'm gonna probably be under $300 because let me tell you, what were we at? 250.75, just say, and now we're at $936 a day. So that would have been 5th, 6th, 7th, 8, 9, 10. All right, I might be at $306. I might. It didn't save me that, like it saved me money, right? Just say $306, maybe. But each month, I got to bring the spreadsheet back up. We got to look at it. Ready? Each month, look at the interest. Look at the interest here in G. You see the interest here in G, right here? Let me zoom you out just a little. Bear with me. This is the projection of the interest. I'm going to put it right here so we could see it. So right here, we're at March. This 323 is not in play anymore, right? This was really not in play because as of today, we're at this number. So I can actually get rid of the 323, but I'm going to leave it there as it could have been. No, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm getting rid of that. Let's get rid of it. Because now we're at 290, right? It might be around this amount. But these are the projections. If I stayed on point, these are the projections for the month. For the month. This is what it's at right now, right? We're at 336 on my bank paperwork. So this has me up a cent. No big deal. No big deal. This is truly amazing. This is per day. Per day. Could you imagine being around here and just paying 42 cents in interest a day? Oh my gosh. Let's do the math real quick. If we stayed on point, we're at 313.39, 290.32, 251.52, and then we'll go 212.47. Bear with me when we do the math. 173.14, 133.55, 93.69, 53.56, and 13.16. At the end, if I did not add money, pull money, add money, and we just stayed with the course of this, our interest should look like $1,224.99. But you know that I'm not going to stay on course. I am going to start playing the game. And I'm going to see where this fluctuates. It might only fluctuate by, I don't know, 50 cents a day? I don't know. Let's see what I can do to change it. And I'm okay with putting in and pulling out, because I still believe that the projection is still done within this year. It really will be. Holy moly. Was that not amazing? I'm back. I'm back. So, like I said, the next video will probably be in a week and a half in regards to what interest was I charged. I want to say thank you. And you see the 3 loans that I have, the 3 liens. So I have this one, the Bank of America, and I have the mattress. Now, I did just spend $1,000 on Home Depot. I don't know if that's going to be a 6-month or 12-month 0% financing. That's going to come into play. Did I need to do that? No. But $1,000 is not going to make or break this deal. Not. And it's an addition to my house. You've got to maintain your house. You've got to do for your house. I mean, that, like I said, that $1,000 is not going to make or break me. If we just stopped going out to dinner for 1 month, I'd have that money. And you know that. So, with that being said, please give me your full opinion on what's going on, where I'm at, and do you understand that it does seem like I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul, but I'm Peter and I'm Paul. And it's still all my money. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.